Bashronko Crab, counseling time with Counselor DY Donko Senior Medica Kaino and a Dashronko. Today is a special day. If we say Senior Medica Kaino, we are celebrating 15 years. Set so Bahase almost a Niger Brosokra and a war Ahase 15 years of love, 15 years of forgiveness, 15 years of the will to move on, 15 years of I will leave you, I will leave you. You two, Nina, and Yakanina boom, and ne, ye dim who a Rusie, and Nijie Ashe Yakomama. Abusia for, and ne, Senya Medin Kankai, and Yawa Ho Kukudam, a war ye tem. Ain't we are celebrating the beautiful Mr. and Mrs. Benati. Ain't we the ansana, Yabemo Makwabano, Mame Emma Papa Aquabas Rokokra, and Sana Menemianu, the Odabo Dum. Na afi ye de abusiafo no so ababa beka ye papa mo akwaba
yeah
let to say yeah idea
so when this is over papa
man day thank you very much me person obeka to us one hwene ya na de se bebre na brebe
yeah me here sem be me pe ko be free mass.
Today is a special day, a beautiful week.
Yeah.
Na on say we are more of marriage, relationship, and the betterment of it.
Yeah.
We have a beautiful couple who have they've moved on this journey for 15 years. And the woman is super excited. The man is as well. Because Omobeshia counselor DY don't go. It's papa come home na yama Mr. and Mrs. Benati. Aquaba strong cry. And see, Mr. and Mrs. 15 years, please kindly join us on set. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. Yes, I was.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Please kindly have a seat.
Thank you.
Aquaba.
Yeah.
Did I get the pronunciation right? Is it Pepe?
You drop off me Benati, but I high away the
Benati. It's a papa. Wait, yeah, me, mama, Makwaba, idiot, dada, Makwaba, no one who say they are home. We're home and we're talking marriage. It's papa. Can you give them a beautiful welcome?
Yeah.
Or a gentle guy, or Pekasa, or Feria dear. Counselor dear. We bless God so much for your lives. We're super excited to have you tonight. People are looking forward to hearing lots and lots of stories from you. Let's just say, your mother say, "Name you one person say baby if you want." 15 years. I can see your legacy watching us from the other side. Most definitely, they would get to say a word or two. You're welcome.
Thank you.
15 years. Who am I speaking to? Papa Mpacho, introduce yourself so that we get to know who we're speaking to. Mr. Benati.
So my name is Isaac Kwame Benati, and I'm married to my sweet wife, Evangeline Benati.
Okay. So what do you do for a living, sir?
Okay, I'm a banker.
Okay. Because of security reasons in tea. And no, you have a friend, sir. What kind of guy? And yes, I mean, you have a cancer, and I'm a pass. Right. So the beautiful, we are married to Mrs. Benati, Evangeline. Please kindly introduce yourself.
My name is Evangeline. Eva, and I nipadodo na de frame.
Okay.
Evangeline.
Okay.
Mrs. Benati.
Mrs. Benati.
Dear Bina.
What you do for a living? Let's
me a PR officer.
Okay.
That's my profession. I started off in HR, but I veered into PR. And that's what I do.
Just a way credit, it's more or less like you're playing field. Okay, 15 years. You've been in any more train como and sana in Sensema amount for the paper and the callings as well. And if they have any questions, counselor is also here. Say more question, be a bromo so I be a more pesemo busano. You're fortunate, the man is here. He's experienced the great man himself. 15 years. Mr. Benati, I know say Mrs. A very talented person. a beautiful singer. How did you guys meet?
Anka, I would have wished Uncle Baby son.
Oh no.
Okay, but since I will be Sammy there, so not minimally passively our campus, University of Cape Coast. Until now, my study mate, Madam, your friend, patience. On introducing me man for the first time.
Okay.
And then that was it on campus, even though Tonyum and all of that, mass choir and all of that. Now me yenya down for 4 make us say be a bon command as a friend. But after school I went to the UK. Oh, okay. So after school me call UK. And so me walk on Madam Funi on the na me on Milton Keynes. And on was Southampton into your best time. No, you no Adam for beer, me person in a casa.
It is a school more on for an for kicking.
And yes,
mask.
but now you should die in your home, papa.
Okay.
Inti Madam for neighbor catch him say, oh, no Adam for beer, me person on a casa.
Okay.
And I'm say, okay, why not? But my friend say, in the bed there, but now Madam for the friend say, hey, afraid if I only na casa. And me catch him say, oh, that be na the bed in my friend. Into the bed the 5th September, na my friend.
Okay.
In fact, my friend, no, the reception I got now, I wanted more.
Okay.
Because the initial reception that I got from her was very intriguing, and I wanted to hear more of it.
Okay.
And one thing led to the other, and here we are.
Yeah. Okay. Eti in Como, I just say, Mr. Benante was
In fact, me, I connect with the intellect.
With the intellect.
So me, I'm more of sapiosexual. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So once you are
you are
on,
it's easy to.
And the connection,
You, inti abusia for obeka se na sapiosexual mo ka se intellect. Dia na mo ke oswo ko bia na twi mu da ho. Ati se wo kan komo kakra bibia ebetimi akoso kama. Mrs. Kwenate, how did you know that this is your husband? Like a DNS, a solidify man, a DNA, a CP man, what should I say? So, Bema we
Me say me tin ni ana me ho so no ade bi.
Right.
Because na before ono be frame me no. Na me ne obi ananti ama we pra me ankasa.
Okay.
And after that kind of terrible experience of heartbreak, I had given up on love. And in my mind, that butterflies name, me what or dum sa de na me se me jai me nyi.
Okay.
Right. So, ono edi kind frame, honestly, I thought he was wasting his time. But then he persisted.
And
so I inti ye bon komo no mu no. Na me hu say onni mi suban nyinara ebo ebra. Ai. Enioma me ya ade wo ho no. Ono ohuna no. Enioma me ohuna no. Obo ne ho modern pa wo.
Okay.
And so Ebano accepting the proposal now, I was very clear in my mind. I wasn't nenye se odwa ebumi afaso me hu ne ameye da bi. Na me nimpa say nipa we wan ho betimi aboa me because baby a me tosini bia no ono na ho odin ebo ho. In fact, eno na major reason me see so me hu say. And then again no say Christo ni. Oberade or ye juma den e wa sorry, which is mostly my lifestyle too. Me who say okay obi a anya ye bia ebetimi ebu nkotodwe abom de ya desre de ato nyame anim de kwanto ne ebetimi etu.
Counselor, weaknesses and strength. Couple no the wife is talking about something. Bemanaka something about intellect. Na hono me de no first question ne be shasi everywhere. Answer na mato almost. Is it right? Is it always the case that as a man, if you're looking for a life partner, it was already ne fie nyansa na book nyansa na say nyansa ben ne everywhere and son ye betimi ne nipa na bobra.
Mechiao.
Mejoso.
Mechia hwefo. Mechia me ho mechia.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, looking at what they've just said, kakroma kano.
Right.
You cannot permit anybody into your life when they are not accepted. Number one.
Okay.
And acceptance is not when they said yes. Acceptance is when you can define who you are dealing with.
Okay.
Enti oba no hwe bema no a bema no hwe oba na mehu ade bia mepe wonimu. That is acceptance. Not because somebody said yes or no. So I can propose to you for you to say yes, but genuinely from the depths of my heart, I'm not saying I love you from the good grounds.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So anybody who says yes or no, it doesn't mean ondo, but once I define and find myself in somebody, I can see my future in the person.
Okay.
So for me, I am looking at the reason why the woman will open up. And then I was just thinking about something whilst they were talking. The acceptance of a woman is when she opens up to herself, not to you. So they were talking. And then she said to herself, I think she's open up to herself, not to the man. So it's not about the man, it's about me.
Okay.
I think I am feeling something for this man. I think what I have, he doesn't have. What he has, I don't have. I think I can go in for this one. Above all, he fears God. And then I was also thinking about the fear of God is not about lifting up your hands. The fear of God is when you look like Christ.
Okay.
And so what defines you to worship God is not lifting up your hands and speaking in tongues, your lifestyle, who you are. And so when the woman can see Christ in a man, then she believes that all our crises can go to the cross.
Okay. This man never ceases to amaze me. He's always there. 15 years, your helper. Wabuawu. Ups and downs. There's been a whole lot of issues. What is something that would make you say, I'm throwing in the towel? Actually, I say, a baby ba wo mo bra bo mo amoye mo adwen say I can't continue anymore. Mr. Benati.
What I've observed is our anymore every stage piano ne ho challenges.
It is a first year anniversary, or second or third or fourth.
Yeah. Until my worry and not everything was fine. We were into each other until we had a major crisis of our means, and it was very challenging for her kakra. And ono ne dia na ye omo yare from day one. Now it brought about a lot of strain to the extent say ejuma kra no na onto me and kobium. So that was the first challenge, and it put a lot of strain on us financially. Then akolani subai, I have to share the attention. And it was also the second shock. It really rocked me, and through counseling and so we get the support from family members, especially my mother-in-law.
Wow.
And mommy one or two, very soft-spoken, and your catch say, so that was the second shock. So I also warm up to it. And then the third one was after you cross the 40 years line. After that, I had to say, show one should say, 40 years, then am I, you know what
the life begins at 40.
You know, that stress. So by the time you realize you are changing, I realized I was changing. Then the woman also bet to me 40, you know. And I mean, I also say, as we speak, like we are resolving ourselves, but we say the commitment is there to work on the issues.
Right.
But 40 years, the 40 years thing also is coming with different level of challenges.
Wow.
On her side and on my side.
On your side.
The piano, and I had to say, in fact, right now it feels like having a shower.
Wow.
Because yes, it's
like you are learning yourself all over
it's like
again.
a whole like sometimes I'm wondering, is that the woman I married? Like it's as if all of a sudden, my worry about for she's changed. So and I'm young, so my sister also catch him and say, my sister, we are trying to. That's the.
I was here for counseling time. We're saving marriages and relationships. Now, we're giving you nothing but raw truth. No cretro said the bay who said, and yeah, kumsa near the bro. I'm super excited. Say, no cre womb, any ne papa yonti send your bay also drew. Yeah, kay. Now the be a two to dream. As a PR and a corporate queen, finding ways and means and also being the supportive partner that you are. How has it been for you being a helper to a banker? Because why would it? Right.
In his profession. What you mean?
Your corporate life, your role as a staff, and as a baker say, wajumamu, ene wawadiemu, ene se wasa oye boafo ma wukunu.
Okay.
Jenny, no, I want you to take us through that.
Okay. Nyamiadom, ye di kan ware ye no, ye share abusuafo bi a no matiko. Omo se omo boa awarefo. Ewo akwantuo ni. Na nyame adom nko a ene ye di adwene ma omo. Na omo ye yemwa bebre. Now through this group no, omo timi ma yetimi edin hyehyeye to ho no. Something that we hold as a family.
Okay.
It's a working document. Yes, it has our mission, it has our vision, it has values. I middle.
More mission vision.
Because enough from ye koye nimi me mani so ade I see many so ewo ho.
Right.
Ono so ne de ewo ho.
Right.
But ye be ne say na anko anka kekensi ani. Because mind you, send your kind I want so ba. Inti throughout our year no, me di kan worry me worry single guy. In fact, my first stage of marriage, na ma worry boga wa Ghana. Bibia na bufu. On tish ase. My first level no. Obi a wa be krum ha say, why it no send your man hada. Ahan so na ewo. Oba ye no, bibia wa bufu. Okay?
The system is not working.
And now born modin yin say me share ono ano. Enti yin say ne so mu sem. Osina nko na onyem. Edini. Into that level, so be a bema boga wa baga na be ware oba. But you know ani buafu. And when you say also I want to bunyin say na odi yare. You know. And medjuma be born me at the time. You know. Na in the vision no ya adwen say me ya adisua. Every other year. As I say obi wo fi ho etu mpon ko nanim e wa adisua. Anya, you have to add something. Yes. Add value to yourself. Into your sheshe.
Okay.
A drew so. Ona oko. Edwume so. Me na meko. Edwumaden. Yemfa car baako, yemfa car mienu. Missy had a draw to atwaso. And you also see what you see. And you're very asset. It doesn't matter where you are coming from. And you met and you medical means me could you see. Of course, the role of Abua for your house helps. Ebemu. But I know so near Ebeko and near you know. Intin kakra. Bank ejuma na easy. Won say bank ejuma na nkasa na ejuma bia. Maya na wo ho no counselor. Yes you omonto omo nsiesie omo ho na eja. Oba na okra sika no wetimi de dodo na egu ho. And that's a huge challenge.
Yeah.
Yes. Inti me de me fa me ho adwen ntem. Wan hwe yi a wan ko hwe bibi yi a wo ho. Ono adwuma na okọ yi o but nso obekọ no na se nhwiren a so kanea. Obeba na wo de adum. Inti it's a lot of improvement, conscious, consistent awareness and improvement on intellect, on outlook, on everything.
Wow.
Yes, on Bibia.
Wow.
Eduane noa. Edu how de beka ho ase.
Eduane no na ebedu o se me dey eduane dey wa woni chenti no sha dey afa ho no. Papa, this is reality on your table. The man telling you challenges, growth, you know, faces, and the woman also telling you how she's also been able to incorporate. And adia ya me dekra wo mu ene ade fofora yate yenti bida mission vision statement it can be the we can company any entities and a mission vision statement na ya den the benatis homo de more mission vision. Talking about growth, how does growing to a different level change a certain character in a group of people? Because yes, it's a wood 15 years, yes, you should get to know the person. And then any panel 40 in society.
So acceptance is not when the person looks good on the outer.
Right.
Acceptance is when you learn how to accept them even in their weak moments.
Right.
So women have a lot of expectation towards their men.
Right.
Number one, when I change, you must adjust.
Okay.
When I change, you must adjust.
Okay.
Men, we don't have that expectation towards our women.
Okay.
No, we don't have it. When you change, we are going. But for women, they marry you not because of your money, not because of your wealth, not because of utino. For them, you must be mature to be able to handle me.
Oh, okay.
Every woman. It's your baby and sorry you share because open and then the fen ended there or show now whom or she show boga of London about or the pounds above and any baby. You see matured enough. Now remember, when I started the first, what I said, once a woman see Christ in a man, when himself is when crisis hits us, this man will be able to handle it.
Right.
And so the man was talking about the crisis. So once you have Christ in your home, you are safe. Number one.
Okay.
Spiritual side, you are physically. Don't marry if you are not emotionally matured.
Oh, okay.
Don't. Oh yeah, self, is it petty?
Self-pity.
Petty. Bibi kakra bi ahwen. Bibi kakra bi ahwen. Especially bema. The bia bibi omobo. Enshena borofunu so mba. Bibi kakra why hurt? Why offended? You are bitter about almost everything. You keep reading meanings into things. You can't marry. Don't go there. Because you see, it's not everything we can explain to you in marriage.
Okay.
And it's not everything we can tell you in marriage. Okay. And we don't expect you to also conclude and be reading my mind.
Okay.
And so if you think you don't understand something, I expect you that you ask me. For example, many Valerie, many Okasa, no more Kasa, Nabaka say, are there enemy Pecrosa and 2% just me Jimmy Anna? You are reading my mind.
Okay.
I didn't say where Jimmy. In fact, if I want to tell you where Jimmy, I should be able to tell you myself.
Yeah. Okay.
So once you keep reading meanings into everything I say, you are not helping the marriage. So between the two of them, I see emotional maturity.
Between the two?
I tell you. And it has been a process. It wasn't like they were embedded or what they da and what they buy on what they da. But you see, season teaches you how to plant. Time gives you the opportunity to harvest.
Okay.
And I'm ready to man is adjust. It's like, hey, yeah, single. Yeah, but what they are, what we are. Since I say, could you 1 year 1 the first? Kwamana Kwesi na be. I've the sister sorry. In a Kwesi modo, Kwesi Okukruma as a first and your bamoni am up. They say, okay, bye bye. Attention about it's like, what is this?
Right.
So if you are not matured enough, you're going to think like, what's wrong with my woman? I'm not treated well. And that is the level where a lot of men can easily cheat. Because you feel like you are alone now. The attention goes to Kwesi. So why don't I get attention? So when I keep telling you that if you give your attention out, you are kept in detention. You can't enjoy your marriage anymore. Mommy,
oh my God, my God. Flow.
I didn't know. So I'm also seeing a lot of the man has been good. I mean, he's been very consistent. I mean, the very shouldn't come, but I'm using it. He's been very consistent. Or year now. And then this is I say, or Gian what can you so challenge sabato boyeko.
Right.
And the woman is trying to keep the man. It's like, Mao.
This is mine.
Thank you. Now when you go to work and you see all these flowers, and then you come home. Now about she doesn't look the same like you're single.
Right.
Let's be real and not pretend here. Oh, share learn. As well, especially the young ones that are coming. They see love like flowers.
Right.
So like it should be red all the time.
Right.
It should look beautiful all the time. But to be enough flower and flower there was so nankasa maybe you.
Right.
It takes grace to water it again.
Okay.
And what you said, determination comes in, commitment comes in, and that is why you must not base your love on failing, just on failing, because commitment is what justifies love. How committed am I to you? And challenges will come, trials will come. I don't want to use temptation. And are you committed to your marriage?
Right.
If you are committed, regardless of what happens, the man is ready to grow with the woman.
Right.
The woman is also ready to grow with the man. So for me, I think determination and commitment has been their aim.
Beautiful. Right. Mrs. Minim said, oh yeah, Papa, you can't mask why. I don't know whose vocal cord I should listen to first. But if not for anything, Minim said, oh yeah. And you toward the Papa. Mommy, one of these days we should invite her.
As a program bidder.
It
looks like I know it.
I know. Okay. Any our dear, any parenting, any ejuma. How have you been able to nurture your talent and still be able to keep it intact, Senya Oyen? And let us know a little bit about your ministry and your talent as well. It's a beautiful opportunity. Right.
My husband, one of the strongest qualities, ne support. I just away who say, dear, when I am watching, say, okay, and I'll pay it.
Brag me.
And yet, or bet Siajina Mujina Wachi.
Okay.
In fact, or Befa Wachi, I'll do. You would, some of the things, me who are not why you read that. Right. And Nyamiandum, he is also a music person. Like he said, you need not or a music director. And so that is one of the major things that really excited him. Oba Ghana and they be an me stage. Or maybe Okasi baby, I may continue more. No,
okay.
And then throughout our marriage, even as I pursued music, I mean, you can imagine late night rehearsal, all night rehearsal. Sometimes maybe a basha mechia make rehearsal. Maybe never copy pepe.
Wow.
Yeah, man of drumstick now. Boma na yes, you have to wear na. But he has been so supportive.
Right.
Yes, and fortunately, one of the greatest strengths is negotiation.
Okay.
And see, when it comes to fundraising and getting sponsorship and all those, I never have to worry about it.
You'll be okay
because, Nyamiadum,
right.
He's very, very, in fact, he's the one that spurs me on. He pushes me more than I push myself.
Wow.
because yes, naturally, no, I tend to be more laid back, and he is very strong and forceful.
Okay.
Yes, his ambition level is way higher than mine.
Wow.
Me too, me, but I tend to be a little bit modest when it comes to new maybe. But so, you know, or can't just na wow, sorry, now I be you know, man can't show, you know, and nyamiado, you know, and we're taking it to the next level. Hopefully, we're working on a new project soon.
We can't wait to be part of that project. Right. So then, what's the catchphrase, like the name out there, with regards to your singing? Are there music videos out there, YouTube or something? How has the journey been like? And Sana Maba directors one kasa.
Honestly, it hasn't been easy trying to combine it with all the other things we're involved in. And then again, when it comes to music in Ghana, it's centered on promotion.
Okay.
Yes. It's massive on promotions and adverts.
Okay.
Now, if you are not able to place yourself well at the right media houses, including social media, even on social media, it has to do with sponsorship. And see, according to be a disika. Nyamenyom. Say de nyamenyom. Yanko answer. Enyom no. But
Enyom in general,
it's a lot of work. And enough from honestly. Now make I will be saying no. Or can me just still say now because now me shows. And so this year, last year, this year, me show back. But nyame no kwafo. Mo hwe yanim.
Yeah, very. You see, director, the name wifey has out there is Eva, now say Evangeline, no? Evangeline Benati, and one a wohonum.
And Eva Giver.
Eva Giver.
Eva Giver. That's why. YVA and then Giver.
Oh, okay. Now a YouTube page.
Oh, yeah.
A dine the same wohonum. Evangeline Benati, and on Facebook and so Evangeline.
Yes.
And I Eva Nepe.
Evangeline Benati and Eva Music. Was it Eva?
Evangeline Benati.
But when I had director into the
manager.
Right. When I am manager, Papa, it's in a many
or Eva. Or and Bakwa Eva and or Evangeline Benati.
Oh,
but whatever content we share on both
platforms. Send followers you know exactly what's happening. And see Miss Ramo, Madaroma, mon follow page and for my YouTube. That's the only way you can support this beautiful family and a beautiful ministry. Send Odi Kankan is based on promotions. And they say once we do a double dome now, also will be an wash leg and ya progress back. Also, like I say, me can who be a sister Eva. Also, went through baby, I went to now, when Yachi, Aproso. Parenting, fatherhood, how has it been like for you? Oh, sure, one.
But me sure more, but I engage more.
Oh, okay.
Me pay the engagement when, in fact, growing up, no, na me say punishment there. So punish you, be not the person is ready to take the punishment. Then it's no punishment.
It's audacious.
Just say, oh, Baba, shine pano onwa wadan nature ma ose shina manin kodo or something. So change the punishment. Nia ebe ma na esua bibi wo.
Okay.
So most times, no, I was say, oh, shine pano crampa. I was all explaining to Nipano the reason why. But I also think, say, parenting, no, you need the wisdom of God to do it.
Wow.
Because uwa nkwala 3 krana, yankwala omu ye miensa.
You have 3. Okay.
But omunyina, they are different. They have different strengths, different abilities. To me, emfa omunyina and share one straight jacket. Must say obia and behave this. Must say they have different abilities and different temperaments and all of that.
Right.
And it's actually the wisdom of God, and also it's also like a craft or like something that you have to be creative about it.
Okay.
And yes, Anna, one here, we impose ideals on the person. Now, after it drew a certain level, no, a little bit of freedom, and now, akwala no ebi okopiem wo baby onya freedom kakra na after what free. So that is for me. That's how the journey has been, and also to befriend them.
Okay.
And mommy idea power with that. Yeah, mommy no, a man of space.
Okay.
Then I'll also be on the side now.
There's a mama no yo mushigi.
Dabi, and no, your madam.
Best friend.
Yeah, maybe we'll say hi into.
Almost say I say into me kasa bebre. Papa fatherhood and your friend is saying talent, couples. O say obiba worry or talent be one mu. Or worry then it's gone.
And so that's why you should be able to marry somebody who becomes a helper. So before you enter into marriage, pray for grace. That God should give you the right person that will understand what the Lord has entrusted into your hands. Then the devil comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And to whom much is given, much is expected. Other than that, God will take it from you. You see, connection for me is divine.
Wow.
You don't always need God to say, my daughter, my daughter, my son, my son. Go and marry them. Just be smart to discern to know what God has for you.
Okay.
If you will never know what God has for you, you will miss the purpose of God.
I see.
And you end up blaming God, saying that Okasai, Dayemu, visions, dreams, and through your intuitions, discernment, but you were not smart enough. So for me, I think that the man has been very good to the woman.
Okay.
Because a lot of men will marry you, and what you stand for, they will kill it. So that you work and walk through their dream.
Right.
Or on a diasu, or on a niswadi, or on a diasu, or on a niswadi, I mean, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So Obia what the
as a Venn diagram.
Thank you. Once the case comes, what I say, and it's not about you, it's not about me, it's about us now.
Right.
So it means that we're going to do 3 different things together. I'm going to help you as a helper.
Okay.
For a man to also help as a provider.
Okay.
And then the provider and the helper comes together to build the future of the children. That is why children are gifts. Gifts should be handled well. And so when he's talking about wisdom, grace, to be able to take good care of them, you shall understand that whatever gift God gives you one day, you give an account to God about it. So you can't take your children for granted. I won't talk again.
Too much.
You see too much.
You can feel it. Oh my goodness. I was here for maybe a daddy day and I said, me, my catch was a counselor, no, me could be that. Hana, Debia, Monsieur, send a bay hat, men so with the big to me to dream. I'm hoping and praying, say, you're learning something out of these beautiful stories. Mr. and Mrs. Eka. And I feel so counselor, so the be one naturally say, will be no man, this will be actual, or moody incomo, na papanswa pone home. Na one who say, at the end of mood, your mokano, the mood drone, send a bay also, obet me a day above baby. Mamma can kind messages be beba, WhatsApp me who say, Bana Eba, CCI, or 3 people in the house experience and counseling and God and divine BBA put together as 1-3. Ain't what there were stories now, Ebano, and I said, some now, I can ask any of them. Now, Matthew almost on a particular subject matter, and Sana Yenina Yatwa. So now, Ansana, I can kind of say just no director, see, and Chevy, you're trying to see my Bible. your friend is saying, wait, I want me to maintain weight, you know, Mrs. Abbas, and a craving, I can craving, weight gain, a craving, and that Abacan, they would have to tell me the secret, and so that we can also take care of it, craving, so that in the next 15 years, you see me, I'll still be craving, and everything is just going to be fine. Right. My main kind messages need be WhatsApp. If you are a Bema Wakanya announce what me afre. Maybe an hour per se so wish woman. That's all questions people say more. But most that they are here. They are open book. Beka no kre wo machro. Omo enya ha na omo beda da wo. There's a message over here that says, my question is it good for a lady to be calling her ex-boyfriend while with me? She will call him asking for money, or sometimes she will be sending him or her account numbers for money. So when she sees that I'm in, she takes her phone and deletes the messages. I don't know what is between her and her ex. Should I break up with her, or I should ask her out? That means there's some secrets between them. I laid my life for her, doing things for her. My name is Richard. I'm from Cape Coast. Brother Richard, let's hear what Mr. Benante has for you. Sir, and then I'll walk at you there.
We don't we can say counselor level.
In 2 months, counselor. Mrs. Obaka Bibi Kakrebi at church.
Me train a counselor. I suspect mom said now worry, but counselor.
Yeah, it's a relationship.
Okay, so for me, if whoever you claim to love, what you do with him or her,
right,
is the same thing you do with somebody else. It's cheating.
Okay.
So, for example, why would you send a message to whoever and then delete?
Ex.
What are you hiding from?
Okay.
What is it that you're hiding, from me? And so for me, I think that these are red flags. These are bad signs. And so he's asking, Onja na Chenetransi, na mani who's watching. Obu kwasia, wafawachi. The oil and the gameplay. He's a liar.
Right.
Then you make a decision. You
Right.
want to stay or you want to walk out. It's your choice.
It's your choice. It's just a Brad Richie. It's your choice. It's your choice. Not what we want for Pepe. It says, good evening, please. I'm Theodora. I dated a guy who is older than me. I love him so much, but I went to 2 different churches and the pastor says that the guy that I'm dating will not marry me. It is affecting me. I do not know what to do. I believe somebody also sent the same message last week talking about the same issues. Say, sorry, am I a cassette? Nipa one no hono. Yes, I know no about spiritual. Yeah, where you football, your friends say. Va.
Yeah.
Papa, what do you have to say about
I've told you I don't want to talk about these spiritual things.
Right.
But for me, nyame na de ne ma o, enyi nyame na de ne ma o. I have a problem with it.
Okay.
As a pastor. Men of God are also human beings. And there are people who can actually say things in the name of the Lord when God hasn't said anything. And also, there are people who can actually tell you the mind of God. So you have a responsibility. After hearing what you've heard, go before God and inquire from God and listen to God. But when you are asking God questions about your relationship, pay attention to your dreams and your visions. Okay. You say something.
That's a beautiful response coming through from Councillor DYD. There's another one that says, Councillor, I can't dispute the fact that you've been saying a lot, but as I hope I say, God bless you to Councillor or Dawasi. Abrofono or Troa, and what can it be? Or say, so Councillor, you've said a lot. Our partners, we all have to make sure that we're doing the right thing. God bless you so much, Councillor. I will always follow you. Says, congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Benate. Indeed, you are a true reflection of a beautiful, godly marriage. God bless you so much. The lady is so pretty. Hey, Ghana for so that's for you. When you today, Obimbusa say is Mr. Benate single. All right, there's another one over here that says, good evening, Auntie Valerie and Councillor. Please kindly help me. I'm confused. I dated a lady recently, and just within 1.5 months, we've been having several misunderstandings. From Mr. and Mrs. Benate's issue, I realized that misunderstanding was part of their journey right from the beginning. Is it a sign for me to go ahead and marry this person. Okay.
So that is where maturity comes in. Our day be issues, be issues, but we are dealing with two mature people, not by age, but by your emotions. They can encounter challenges, but how they go about it is what guarantees the success of their relationship.
Wow.
It is a challenge. What is making them fight?
All right.
Can they rectify it and settle issues amicably?
Right.
If they can't, they are not mature.
Oh, okay.
Number one. Number two, one is lacking maturity.
Okay.
Number three, somebody must walk out.
Somebody must walk out.
And yes, they will marry. What's your frustration, the depression that?
Me almost bones are 7 years.
What were they check how but you are never happy?
Right.
And you feel like you should have, no, it's no good. That's all.
Right. So, my dear, I'm really enjoying this show. Pastor, God bless you. I'm really learning a lot to improve my relationship. God bless you, Papa. Okay, there's another one that says, good evening, Valerie. I've been dating this guy for 6 years, and anytime he does something for me, he brushes it in my face. Sometimes I wish I had never met him. Counselor, what do you have to say about somebody who actually keeps on telling you, and I'm here with my masa?
Last week, guys, will be in the boss in the singlet. Or no one watch Jenny in your man. These are people who are very light. Even in marriage, so no, you're in your summer. Now, if you are okay first trousers, okay first pants, Yamia can you be Zabi Ubi Aye Bibi Maubi. So for me, say you are now when the other party keeps referring you about your past, where you're coming from, you used to be nobody. Then I think that somebody lacks the ability to think right.
It says, please, my husband is having sex with my sister. What should I do, counselor?
Confront him.
Simple. What do you do? But
resolve conflict respectfully.
I was here for a beautiful life.
Wait.
Okay.
And when you are attacking the man, don't insult the man.
Right.
Just attack the act.
The act.
That's all. Not the person.
I said, well, okay, somebody attacking the act. Obedi act not them. Who said act
not the person.
Right. Papa say attack the act. Say what the vacancy there. Attack the act. Mean to me, and yet my first copy book, Namaso, but to him, Uncle Poncho, Bia, Ebe, come Ankasa. You be a phone line, not to the director says, so men catch you say, lower TV set volume, and a better one can answer with the better mute. And that counselor, Mr. and Mrs. Bernatine, so what I say, just in case you have something for them, or more so a baby one, no pepe. Mr. Lower TV set volume, and yes, I yet unka. There's a beautiful message over here for Mr. and Mrs. Bernatine that says, please, I would want to know how they've been able to keep themselves and stayed faithful to each other for this long. Because up until now, even my 3-year relationship has me looking at other men, and I would want to know how Mrs. Bernatine has found her husband attractive up until now. I think it's a two-way affair. Until over can be known, so I can be pepe. So how have you guys stayed faithful to each other for this long?
Well, I think Sena counselor can be about commitment.
Right.
And I think he said that commitment justifies love.
Okay.
So, love is just, in fact, love is better expressed in your commitment.
Okay.
It means that even though things are not even going well, or your spouse would have changed, or other things would have changed around, you are still committed. I said that I love you and I'm still committed. So commitment, and that's the driving force. It's like the engine that drives the marriage from beginning to end. When you lack commitment, that's it. You are finished.
Maybe Mrs. Bernatine so submission, but Yanko Fadama Fati Ewo Ahumani. Hello, Fati.
Yes, Pacho, good evening.
Good evening, middle for net saying.
Pacho, you.
Edinya Mias Maniko Yetio.
Pacho. Asɛm bi na ɛha me kakra na mpɛ sɛ meka kyerɛ
Bonito.
Nana.
Mm.
Mepakyɛw. Maware 8.5 years ni.
Okay.
Na mewareeɛ no, first month naa na me kunu ɔnda me nkyɛn. Ɔnda me nkyɛn, ɔkɔpɛ sɛ ɔkɔda adwuma mu ne adeɛ. Bae metee n'aseɛ nti na ɔda adwuma mu. Nti yɛwɔ nkɔlaa mmiɛnsa. Nti a mesan nyam bio. Bae mebɛkyeree ne sɛ like wafa me kyi mmaa bebree. Na ɔpaa me kyɛw na me forgetee. Na ɔsɛ ɔnyɛ bio. Sɛ ɔkaa sɛ ɔnyɛ bio nti ama me a manka ho hwee bio. Bae sisi asɛ me ne ne kasa a na ɔtumi kasa m'anim anyhow. Ɔbɛda me nkyɛn koraa na mesɔ ne mu a ɔnhwɛ. Ɔtumi ka kyerɛ me sɛ ɔno wabrɛ ne adeɛ nso. Ɛnyɛ da biara na ɔwɔ me nkyɛn o. Ɔba me nkyɛn Saturdays pɛ. Saturdays pɛ na ɔba me nkyɛn bɛka a ɔsɛ adwuma.
Ɔno na ware. Okay. Nti ukunu no 8 years of marriage, right? Why on one de abusuafo nyina nim sɛ ukunu no.
Bakyɛ ɔyɛ me awre.
Why wawure mate fate medase bebe. Counselor.
Bema ni ti baby o ti baby.
Adwuma sɛm nti wo bɛrima no sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔbɛn adwuma no. Nti ne kyerɛ sɛ no won ti fie. 8 years ni mu no na wo miɛnsa. Na ba akwa bɛka wo na no wo no kyerɛ sɛ ɛho movement ɛna wɔn kɔ hu sɛ bɛrima no ɛfa n'akyi. Aha, no wo busa sɛ 8 years what ya cha no mom. Ɛno no sa no no so nya den.
The marriage bed must be kept undefiled.
Okay.
Pure. Now, once you start cheating, you allow spirits to enter into your marriage.
Oh.
You will not enjoy it the same again.
For real?
Of course, yes. Other spirits are open to enter. Frustration, anxiety, stress. You will not be excited to enjoy your wife or your husband again. If you don't repent by the grace of God to focus, it won't work. Now, the problem is that once the man has cheated, the man would be able to say sorry, but trusting the man fully will not be there. She can pretend. And now the man comes and gives excuses. Okay, I'll say this.
Yanko Boga. Papa Alberto Aso. Yanko Boga. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sweetheart. Me Pacha Udin.
Pacha, your friend Mary.
All right. Yes, ma me man enko yetio.
Pacha, my worry 7 months and
Okay.
and that Bikuno or Yajuma be or Kumasi,
Right.
which is Galamsey Juma.
Okay.
But currently, me 7 months.
Okay.
But initially, Oko Dureno or your time by me, like the communication was there.
It was there.
But of late, I thought that 3 days, Corona maintaining car.
Me do for na wan kasa wo friend no.
Oh, baby, oh, no. So one friend one. Oh, to me, friend and yana because a honest working.
What try that?
Pacha say,
Me Pacha what try say on sabe Canada.
Pacha I.
Okay. So aso.
But I thought that echo. I thought that echo. And I feel na yet him no. Was see on one fee.
Right.
And I mean, kwana meet him.
Right.
And see, oh, my major no home a bayare say. Me kwana meet fee kaka career. 3 days. I meant to maintain canea de. It's my 2 months for saying, if ya, as I made him one could dim dodo. It's also me dream me home enemy unborn baby.
Yes, mama, wadaro ma bema no waye on ho ade.
By trying.
Wo ebusuafo nyina anim, e dia dance ya kire se so. Ukunu no no.
By trying.
Right. Counselor Bema wa no futu. What?
Medase.
Thank you so much. Counselor.
Sorry, this is marriage.
It's marriage.
She should call me. I can sit here and then answer.
Okay. So then that's for the second one. You were giving
Yeah, so I wanted to say something. It has escaped me.
Okay.
I think I wanted to say that our Diankasa, the couples are not together. The temptation is very high. Even when you are together, you need God's grace. And that is why in the wisdom of God, God created Adam and Eve in the same garden.
Okay.
To be together And once the man goes away, the devil can enter. Either somebody will take the attention of the woman or somebody will take the attention of the man. And it's easy for you to fall. When you think you stand, be careful because you can easily fall. It takes only the grace of God. That's all. I don't want to talk about your strength, discipline. What is discipline without the grace of God? So for me, I want to bako abrochi, bako kumase, bako akra, bako ayana mempe emwa. It's not easy. How many times can you communicate?
Right.
At the point you need somebody closer, and you feel like no. You know how Germany, America, boga, any day.
Thank you very much for the submission.
Yeah.
Mrs. We were talking about how you've been able to find your husband attractive up until now. Mr. Benatia Mayati has said the driving force of love. And I said, the chile su bema droba. And I said, the chile say bema ni oba dromo. And he said, well, my dream say they would want to stay together. Commitment. And then I want to work out.
Well, if it's just attraction, dear, mechanic say, relationship
Right.
and one of the things that we learned on our way, we didn't learn it aforehand, but there are love languages.
Okay.
Yes. The Gary Chapman book, The 5 Love Languages.
Right.
Nyamiadum, yenso ye the boy and kakra kakra.
All right.
And we have agreed on what appeals to the other. Because Sebi, ya worry mum, but ya dance in our own ways. Into what appeals to me might not appeal to him. What appeals to him may not appeal to me. Into in actual fact, it's trying to keep up on the expectations of the man.
Okay.
One of the conversations we have been having lately, Mr. We have a few friends around us who are going through divorce and the divorce process.
Wow.
And we have both concluded it's a unmet expectations that leads to divorce. You will not believe it. Unmet expectations. It might not even necessarily be infidelity. But me imagine muno bema de na sedie ni oba de wasedie ni we amenity mintimi hu se ode me bedru aha e na ne esese oye no ontimi nye mame o se eye ehaya nmesi. Do you see? And to stay attractive, no, honestly, I don't think attraction has been top on my list. I wouldn't call it attractive, Debbie, but it has to be relevance, making the relationship relevant. Well, and see, as when you know, as I say, me who say you are getting the capacity to do what I expect you to do.
All right. And see, yeah, last caller for tonight, Dinah.
Hello, Auntie Valerie.
Yes, baby. Me patron man enko yetio.
Okay, me patron. I've been in a relationship for just once. When I went into the relationship, I felt I wasn't ready, but I felt that I can't keep myself for long. By all means, now I would have to settle down. So I met a guy. I realized that I'm not the type that would want to sleep over, would want to have anything intimacy. But I thought that dating is about getting to know the person. But I found out that that is not the reality in the relationship. I started dating him, and then from the start, it was like, can I touch you? Can I have a kiss? I wasn't ready for that. But I know that it is part of relationship, but I wasn't ready at that time. I felt that it was too fresh. So my question to Kansa is, what is the appropriate time for you to be intimate with someone? And I said, am I different? I felt like it's a problem in our relationship,
Are
and
you
that
different?
contributed to the breakup.
Are you different? Are you schooling? Are you still in school?
No, I'm done with school. At that time, I was in school, but now I'm done.
You are done.
So the distance contributed to him not caring much
about you
I think
anymore.
he doesn't like a distance relationship.
So then that one is not yours. It's not for you. It's not yours. Counselor, what do you have to say? Or besides, what time do you have to be intimate?
Answer.
I should have asked her. Even religion-wise, let's put everything aside. The best time to be intimate is when he puts a ring on it.
Answer.
It's very necessary. What he has said, when you know that you are part and parcel of him. And mind you, the although no, and I said the why not doing so one or person he would wait. He will put a ring on it and he will live with you and you wouldn't have a problem whatsoever. Until more candidates extra classes now doing and man how what the for book no 200 would the bear past questions now they are solve exams no ankasa. Papa dear now be sanka
see, apart from talking about she asking about sex, let's not even talk about the sin aspect. But how sure are you? Say we'll be no day we obey. You are not that cheap. Women are not cheap to be used and then you dump her. So for me, Oberman the corner that we anyone what do often have in the cases. You need to avoid all this frustration and a broken heart. Number two, every sex you have with whoever, you introduce yourself into a realms of spirits.
Right.
So be in the chair, you can easily attract it.
Right.
And that can change your destiny, swap your destiny. Trust me on that. So sex is not that cheap. And sex is also spiritual. And that is why sex is meant for those who are married.
Right.
So that they can build healthy soul tie. So once you do it outside marriage, it's unhealthy.
It's unhealthy.
And it can attract a lot of forces.
Right. Yeah, can't you know, Papa, my major final words and son.
The final words, take care of yourself.
I should take care of myself. The old country yourself and you know.
But everybody take care of yourself. Take care.
Just take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself.
It's a big theme though.
Yeah, of course.
Take care of yourself. The old country will be
Love yourself, be good to yourself.
Just be good to yourself. Right. Mr. and Mrs. Penati, we are super excited to have had you on this show. You know, I'm super excited about things, and tonight's show has been amazing. I'm going to have these guys on the show. Please, can I have you guys? Please come. Can I have you on the show? All right. Okay, Cinderella. We have Cinderella. Come stand behind mommy and daddy. Okay. All right. So what's your name? Isaac. Ike Evan. Yes. Okay, and you? Donna Ella. And you? Final words. I'll take your final words. So mommy will speak, then daddy says final things. Then we're through.
Okay. Well, I want to encourage young women out there.
Right.
Acquaintance is not easy. And we are there, you would be tempted to compare your journey with another person's own.
Right.
But your calling, your marriage is actually part of your calling.
Right.
And it might be very unique. It is so bit to me. But find the purpose of God for your journey, which is actually the reason for the marriage.
Right.
And chart that purpose. Why?
Okay. And what do you have to say to us, Daddy?
Nanka. You know, surprisingly, all starts with Okasane and one say Okan. But it's also very important, say Miss Mecca. Yeah, every marriage is unique.
Right.
It was all Tias say. Who would is different from another person.
Beautiful.
Don't compare. And no, that it puts on unnecessary pressure on.
Right.
Just make sure say you are enjoying your relationship.
Right.
And make sure say spouse no you are down for.
Right.
Me say I realize say me as a standalone husband, I'm inadequate.
Wow.
But when my wife comes into my life, I feel I can take on the world because I feel that all grounds are covered.
Oh.
You see, now wash it.
Oh my
Wash it. Baby, will loopholes no war. Ubon say, Nipani best fit. Baby, they don't look for similarities, but look for partners that will complement you and will make you better.
Papa, you have something to say?
comparison is the thief of joy. You will not enjoy your marriage if you keep comparing your marriage to other people. So stay focused.
Stay focused.
And love your spouse as they are. If there's something about them you don't like, help them to become.
Right. I was here for 15 years of God's goodness, 15 years of forgiveness, 15 years of the will to go on. 15 years. 15 years I was here for. Valtalks_ is Instagram. Valerie J. Mentor, Facebook. No, follow me on here. So